Pasadas 20 minutos del inicio del programa, llega el instante, el momento de adentrarnos en ¿Es esto o la fábrica? Esta columna que prepara siempre Raúl, donde tratamos de hablar con algún artista, algún productor, algún dueño de un sello discográfico, para hablar sobre la industria de la música, o del arte, ¿no? Sobre cómo es que sucede, qué pasa en el medio en el que un cantante, un pintor, un artista hace una obra, la pinta, la ejecuta, la canta, lo que sea, y llega hasta tus manos. Hace muchos años había un montón de gente en el medio, intermediarios, había que pasar trailers con CDs y con vinilos de un lado del mundo al otro para que todos puedan escuchar. Bueno, hoy eso ha cambiado notablemente, hasta en las redes sociales, está todo, digamos, tenemos todo. Y esta facilidad también ha abierto el mercado para que cualquiera lo haga, ¿no? Y haya 1,5 millones de bandas por distrito en cualquier lugar del mundo. Y hoy vamos a estar hablando con una de las tantas bandas que nos acerca siempre nuestro amigo y productor Raúl González. Hoy vamos a hablar con Scott de Out of Order. Esto es una banda de punk de Canadá, que escuchábamos recién su canción Wings, y nuestra idea es adentrarnos un poco en cómo es la movida, más allá de hablar de la banda y de cómo es, también aprender un poco sobre la movida de la música allá en Canadá. Hablábamos con artistas de Francia, de Bélgica, de Italia, y nos enterábamos que la movida rock no está muy presente en sus latitudes. Bueno, la música electrónica, el pop, el trap comiéndose todo. No hay en todos lados lugares para tocar música así fuerte, con distorsión, cosa que a nosotros los argentinos nos pone muy orgullosos, porque en Argentina sobra lugares, hay lugares para tocar. Pocos, muchos, es otro debate. Existen. Así que si te parece bien, amigo Raúl, vamos a dar comienzo a la entrevista de este sábado con los amigos de Out of Order. Y vamos a escuchar a ver qué tienen para decir estos amigos del punk. Creo que nuestra primera banda de punk rock acá, y angloparlante también. Tuvimos bandas que cantaban en inglés, pero eran de Francia, ¿no? De Italia. Hoy tenemos una banda más cerca de eso, y una banda de punk en Canadá, ¿no? El punk siempre relacionado con la rebeldía, con lo antisistema. ¿Qué dirán, no? El punk canadiense, ¿de qué hablará? No sé, de los aire acondicionados que faltan, no sé qué falta en Canadá como para que haya así queja, no sé, desconozco, lo hablo desde la ignorancia, no estoy prejuzgando. Así que, Raúl, estamos ahí con Scott, está presente, tengo que seguir zaraseando, avísame vos.
No, vamos a llamarlo por teléfono a ver si atiende, y es como vos decías, es la
Dale,
primera...
mientras vos lo llamás, yo sigo zaraseando.
Dale, sí, es la primera banda de angloparlante americana, así que vamos a ver cómo nos atiende y qué tiene para decirnos. A ver si está...
Bueno, estamos llamando a Scott en vivo, entiendo que es el cantante de la banda, a quien también le tenemos que agradecer la gestión en redes, realmente, de los amigos que le han puesto toda la onda para que esto salga bien y para que nos acompañen. Si hay gente de Canadá escuchando, no va a entender nada porque ellos no hablan en inglés, así que si te parece bien, saludamos a Scott de Out of Order. Scott, are you listening me, okay? Hello, my friend. Dale vos, Raúl.
How's it going, Raúl?
Scott, thanks. First of all, thanks for taking us, for your time and support for this interview. No,
no problem. It's my pleasure, and I appreciate the support.
Man, thank you very much. Son las 9 de la mañana en Canadá, así que está recién despierto y vamos a empezar la entrevista. Well, Scott, first of all, we want to know your full name, how old are you, and where are you from?
My full name, my name is Scott Miracle. I sing in Out of Order. I'm in Montreal right now, and I'm a 40-year-old man.
Thanks.
40-year-old child, maybe.
Of course, forever. Nos dice que tiene 40 años, que está en Montreal. Bueno, y que su nombre completo es Scott Miracle. Lo que yo le quería preguntar, como siempre preguntamos, es cuál es
un pibe de 40 años. Soy un chico de 40 años.
Exactamente, un joven para siempre. ¿Cuál es el tipo de música más importante en su región? Scott, which is the most important kind of music in your region?
In my region, I mean, I think and there's a lot of music going on in this city. I mean, I love punk rock. I listen to punk rock. That's my life.
Of course. But which other type of music, like pop music, metal, which others?
There's a huge metal scene here in Montreal.
Wow.
It's been a little weird since COVID started, but so I don't know what's going on right now in the scene, just because there's no shows happening. But yeah, there's a big metal scene. There's a huge punk rock scene here in Montreal. There's a lot of like French like folk music that goes on in Montreal because it's a French town. But in general, there's a really good, strong punk rock scene here.
Wow. Sí, nos dice que hay una escena muy fuerte de punk y de metal, y que también hay folclore francés, bueno, porque la ciudad se habla en francés, es una ciudad prácticamente francesa, así que, pero que él tiene su corazón en el punk, así que nos resulta súper importante y eso está buenísimo. And how do you get in contact with music? Like on radio, by TV, by magazines? ¿Cómo se tiene contacto con la música? ¿Cómo le llega la música?
I mean, it's different. I mean, I guess with new music, I get introduced to by friends. Sometimes I'll search random stuff out on the internet to find music, and then give it a shot.
And when you were young?
When I was young, it was a lot more difficult because I actually grew up. I grew up in Nova Scotia, which is like the eastern part of Canada. It's really cut off from the rest of Canada, so it was a lot more difficult. When I was young, I'd go to like all age shows in the city of Halifax, and I got introduced to a lot of punk rock music and good music at a young age at the all age shows. Perfect. Which were still the best shows I've ever been to in my life.
Of course. When you were young and the punk scene was really big, nice.
It was huge. You go to this place called the Cafe au Lait on a Wednesday night, and it would be packed, like full.
Wow.
The place, like no fire code restrictions.
Muy bueno, nos estaba explicando, bueno, que ahora encuentra cosas random en internet, pero cuando él era más chico vivía en Nueva Escocia, que es una parte medio alejada en Canadá, y que bueno, se movía con muchos fanzines, ese tipo de cosas, y que siempre había una escena muy fuerte de punk ahí, y él llegaba los días de semana a los lugares a donde había shows y estaba lleno de gente, y ahí había un montón de contacto con un montón de gente. And well, Scott, how did you start playing music? ¿Cómo comenzaste a tocar?
Well, I started playing music in my basement with a couple friends when I was young. So I was always into music. I was always into playing music when I was young. I didn't really get to like form like an actual band and record and that sort of stuff until my early 20s.
Perfect. Dice que bueno, que empezó en el sótano de su casa como todo punk rocker con un par de amigos y a tocar ahí para adelante. Encuentro mucha similitud lo que me está diciendo con los punk rockers de Buenos Aires y de acá, que eso en todos lados me parece que es medio parecido. And how did Out of Order start? ¿Cómo empezó Out of Order?
That's kind of a funny story, but back in the day, this is like almost 20 years ago now. This band has existed. We all used to like live in a squat in the East Coast in Halifax, and we'd take a bunch of mushrooms and then go jam music out. So it kind of just started there. I hooked up with a couple friends of mine, and who used to had a little jam spot above their parents' house in the attic. And we'd go down and drink beers and jam out, and it was a lot of chaos back in those days, though.
But good chaos.
Yeah.
Nos cuenta que bueno, que eran squads y que iban tocando por diferentes lugares, se juntaban en terrazas o en lugares a donde la familia de alguno o en algún sitio squad les permitía tocar, y se juntaban, tomaban un montón de mushrooms, un montón de hongos y se ponían a zapar y así salían cosas. Why you decide to be a squad? It's a political fact? ¿Por qué eran
No, we were just a bunch of fucking drunks.
Okay.
Like we, like my friend had a place, and we decided I'll just move in to his house, and then next thing you know, he decided to leave, and we just lived there.
Perfect, yes. Dice que bueno, que eran un rejunte de borrachos que estaban, se juntaban siempre en una casa, y el tipo decidió irse de la casa, y bueno, y ahí se la dejaron. And how do you feel do you are this kind of music near politics, or you think that not? It's more of fun stuff.
Me personally, I don't. I think politics is just is kind of bullshit. I find it interesting in my personal life, politics, but I find when you start like combining music and politics, it stops becoming about music. It's kind of about, to me, it's about kind of creating art. But that being said, I don't think. I think there's still room to if you want to speak about how you're feeling, and if that be political, you're welcome to do so. Me personally, I tend to stay away from that just because politics tends to divide people.
Of course, yes, we understand. Perfect. Dice que a ver, si uno está tratando de transmitir lo que uno quiere decir y eso se transforma en algo político, sí es político, pero él intenta estar lejos de la política, que le importa un carajo la política, pero bueno, es más que nada una manera de decir las cosas. To make a statement, ¿no?
I think it's a personal choice what you want to sing about. You know what I mean? I think you can either if your words are political, then you're welcome to do that. But
of course.
But I think that's a personal choice.
Buenísimo, dice que es una decisión personal hablar de algún tema en alguna banda, así que yo estoy totalmente de acuerdo con eso, que también es algo personal y eso, it's an honest thing when you take it personal, so I like that. Sí.
Right.
Y le quería preguntar de qué hablan las letras de la banda. What does the lyrics talk about of Out of Order?
The lyrics, I mean, it's all over the place.
Wow.
I find like I don't know if this word translates. Sometimes a lot of my music is kind of like parable, meaning kind of like life lessons, or I'm speaking about. About feelings. Other times I'm just singing songs about burning shit down. It depends. It depends on what I'm feeling in the song.
Perfect. Dicen, bueno, que son también cosas personales, cosas de la vida personal de él que va expresando en las canciones. And can you explain to us, please, the type of music you say, punk, rock and oi music, no? Can you explain to us what is oi music? ¿Qué es la música hoy?
Oi music. I think oi music is just like a boiled down version of punk rock. It's basically punk rock with more back vocals. It's like distorted pop music, when people get too old and don't want to panhandle anymore, you become a skinhead. So that's how it goes, I guess.
I understand that. Dice que que la música hoy es básicamente una cosa fea del punk, o es como si fuese un pop feo, y que la diferencia más grande que tiene son los vocals, o sea que sí tiene un montón de coros y esa cosa, esa es la diferencia más grande, y que cuando la gente se infla las pelotas y es grande ya se transforma en algo más skin.
Perdón.
Sí.
¿Música hoy?
Sí, hoy music. Ajá. Sí, sí, sí.
Ah, Oi Music, es como un género aparte.
Es como
Oi,
si
oi,
fuese-
oi.
Oh, yeah.
Oi, 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 oi.
I listened a lot of that when I was young, because
Oi, oi, oi.
yeah, I think that the Californian punk scene is similar to the thrash metal scene. No, you know, it's from San Francisco Bay Area, and they
Yeah,
both
yeah,
grow
yeah.
up. Ajá, sí. Vienen le estaba comentando que viene el punk, el revival punk yankee se hizo más o menos a finales de los 80 y en los 90. Fue un revival que fue más que nada en la costa de San Francisco, que es en el mismo lugar a donde creció el thrash. O sea, hay por ahí una cosa media parecida. Well, it's really interesting to get your point of view, you know. That's what we like about talking with you. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And,
You're welcome.
and can you tell us something about the rock circuit in your region, in Montreal, la escena de rock en Montreal? How does it's going?
The music scene here in Montreal it's pretty huge. There's a lot of people here, and the music and the arts are really supported. So like at any given night, you can there'll be different shows all over the city. So and we're really close to you know we're to be in a band, to be centered in Montreal is really good. I mean we're 5 hours to New York City, 5 hours to Boston, 5 hours to Toronto. So we're really central. And a lot of people come from all over the world to come to Montreal to play music because it's such a musical city.
Wow. Dicen que tiene una escena rockera y punk muy fuerte, bueno, porque también están a 5 horas de Nueva York, 5 horas muy cerca de todo lo que es el centro de la movida de música, así muy fuerte, así que y la gente en Montreal dice que apoya mucho, they give a really support, que apoyan mucho a toda esa escena, así que están bien y están contentos, así que wow, great to have a support from the people there, man. That's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. You can at any any night there's a show going on. Well, before COVID, I don't know what's going on now, but before COVID, you know, there was a show going on.
Bueno, decía que había muchos shows, muchas cosas pasando antes del COVID y que ahora no tanto. How does Canada gets the COVID? ¿Cómo es la vida en Canadá con el COVID? They stop everything in Canada.
Yeah, I mean things are starting to come back a little bit. You know, I'm starting to see shows pop up. But we decided just to take this time and to put out another album. So we've just been writing and recording, you know, during all this shit. So I don't want to play some sort of socially distanced bullshit show. I just want to. So I figured I'd just take my time. And do something useful like record a new album.
Perfect. Of course, social distance is a piece of shit, man. Que dice que no, sí, no quiere hacer un show con distancia social. Es una tontería para él. A mí me parece lo mismo. How do you feel with the streaming, live streaming shows?
Meh. I want to play a show. I want to feel and smell and see the sweat.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I like live streaming, meh. I mean, I was asked a couple times to like live stream stuff, but I just kind of it's not really my thing.
Claro.
You know, I'm old school. I think I mean, you know, like I see these shows where people play and they have like separate tables and each like table has like 6 people. You know, that to me is fucking lame. I don't have any interest in playing music like that.
Of course, me too. I have the same thought. Dice, sí, que no le gusta, por ejemplo, que estén en los bares con mesas separadas de grupo de 6 y ese tipo de cosas. La verdad que le parece súper triste, y que los shows de vía streaming también no le parece algo, porque él quiere sentir el sudor de la gente, que estén ahí saltando y divirtiéndose y escuchando música. Así que, great, man. I have the same feelings. And,
yeah, good.
Does the government help musicians? ¿El gobierno ayuda a los músicos?
Well, I guess it depends on which government's in charge at the time. Like the current one there's a lot of grants available. I don't have the mind to fill out the forms, but I mean there's certain people that that like they get on those government grants and they receive money. You got to jump through a lot of hoops, but I mean there is grants available with this current administration for the arts, more so than say when there's a conservative government in power.
Of course. Ajá. Dice que sí que hay ayudas del gobierno, pero a él no le interesa ni siquiera rellenar los formularios para tenerlo. Dice que ahora tienen un gobierno menos conservador, pero que los ayuda bastante, pero y hay gente que lo utiliza ese tipo de apoyos, pero él y su banda no. I think that it's if you get involved with that, it's like a problem in a long distance or not.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like you gotta file shit on your taxes or whatever. You know what I mean? You have to declare earnings, and declare the $25 that you make on your taxes. I don't know. I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah,
shit.
but you can imagine. Yeah, perfect. Dice que yo le pregunté si a largo plazo quizás es un inconveniente firmar todos esos papeles para las ayudas. Y me dice, sí, quizás sí, porque después tenés que declarar todo. Viste, haces un show o algo y tenés que declararlo en tus impuestos, todo, y te quita como cierta libertad. Va, man. It's a pleasure for me to talk with you. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. It's good. You're very good at quick at translating too.
Bueno, thank you. Then my friends tell me if they understand or not, but no, I like this way.
Okay.
Okay. Sí, me dice que soy bastante rápido para traducir, pero le digo, bueno, ojalá la gente lo entienda después. Pero no, bueno.
Where are you guys based out of?
I'm in
out of Spain?
No, I'm in Barcelona. I'm living in Barcelona. We have a really punk rock scene, really big.
Oh yeah. I got some good friends from down there. Yeah, that's cool. There's a great scene down there.
Yes, and Manu and Leo, the other two guys from the radio, are living in Buenos Aires. There is a really big scene in Buenos Aires of punk, really big. And and the other part of the radio is in Brazil, and in the south of Brazil you have a really big punk rock scene.
Oh
too.
Yeah. We got some really good friends in Brazil, Sindicato Oi and Henrik, who used to play in the Blind Pigs.
The Blind Pigs.
The Blind Pigs, yeah. We always talk with those guys.
Maybe I can give you the contact of Tequila Baby. That is the biggest band in the south of Brazil of punk rock. Then I send you the contact.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Manu, it's going to make you a question.
Okay, sure.
Hey, hello, Scott. How are you?
Hey, man. How you doing? Good.
I want to know what is the biggest punk band in Canada?
The biggest punk band in Canada? Me, personally, I think the best punk rock band in Canada is a band called the Forgotten Rebels. They've been around since 1978, and they're still going, and they put on one of the best shows I've seen.
What?
There's a band called the Dayglow Abortions from Vancouver that's really good, and they're really big, and they tour over Canada a lot. There's a band from right here in Montreal called the Ripcords, who I really love, and they've gone out and hit the hard road in Canada a lot and they've gained a lot of support from those days. But I think the best punk rock band is the Forgotten Rebels. Check them out if you can.
Okay, thanks for the data.
The Forgotten Rebels. The Forgotten
Rebels. You'll love them.
Bien.
Okay.
Bueno, nos contaba que esa es la banda más grande de Canadá, que los apoyaron un montón. And I want to know about, Canada it's a huge country. It's enormous. Is there a area more punk friendly?
I mean, yeah, Vancouver and Montreal, Toronto to a point, yeah. But Vancouver and Montreal are the two meccas.
Okay, the mecca of the punk in Canada. Nice.
Yeah.
And please tell us, how does the underground music get involved? If they can grow in Canada or they have to go to the United States, how does that feel to you?
I mean, to me, like playing music has always been about like bringing it somewhere else. You know what I mean? I've always the idea of like, I mean, what's the point of playing music if you can't get out and bring it to other people outside of your city?
Uh-huh.
But I mean, there's like self-contained scenes in Canada that bands don't travel outside of their scene,
Oh.
and they just stay, and they're doing perfectly fine as well, you know.
Ok. Sí. Le pregunté si las bandas canadienses underground más que nada salían a tocar por ahí. Me dicen que no son mucho de viajar y que se quedan en su país. Wow. And how do you feel with that? It's okay, or maybe you want to go to another places? How do you feel?
I mean, like I said, yeah, I want to take my music somewhere else. You know, I want to bring it to other places. That's kind of the goal, like to get to travel and play music and share your music outside with the rest of the world. That's the goal to me.
Okay, I think that if you and your band go to Buenos Aires or Brazil, it's going to be really crazy.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing that for a while, going down to the south. Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while.
Okay, perfect. Emmanuel is going to make you another question.
Yeah, yes.
Sure.
I feel like I'm talking with a friend, so I
Oh.
I want to talk about drugs. Which is the easiest drugs to get in Canada? Marijuana, ecstasy, cocaine? Because there is a cold country. What is the easy drug to get?
Well, I mean, marijuana is legal in Canada, so you can and you can smoke, like you can go to the it's like a liquor store, but you can just go and buy weed. I think you can get pretty much every drug that if you want drugs, if that's your thing, I'm pretty sure you can get it. Me personally, I don't. I'll stick with drinking.
Of course, me too.
Okay. Bueno, nos contaba que en Canadá la marihuana es legal y que la podés comprar así como te vas a comprar licor, te vas a comprar marihuana, y los locos es que no consume, o sea, toma alcohol el loco. El amigo toma alcohol, no es tan de las drogas. Está bueno saberlo.
Which is the drink that you prefer?
Right now, I'm drinking red wine all the time. That's my thing.
Wow.
I know. It goes up and down. Sometimes I drink vodka. Sometimes I drink, but right now I'm getting into the wine.
Perfect. Sí, dice que toma.
I'm an old man. I'm an old man, so I like my wine now.
No, man, you're not old. I'm 42, man. Please, don't say that.
Okay. Oh, you're old. You're old.
No, don't say that. Dice que toma vino tinto porque está viejo. No, ni a palo. No, don't say that. Well, Scott, it's been a really pleasure to us to talk with you, and it's really interesting.
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
No, it's really interesting because it's the first Anglo-American that we met, so it's a pleasure. And maybe in the future we can make contacts to you to come to Barcelona to play in Brazil.
I would love that.
Of course, man. And the contact is made, and we keep on talking. We keep in touch.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Thank you very much. Manu, no sé si le querés decir algo, agradecer.
No, redes sociales, donde lo podemos encontrar y todas estas cositas.
Where we can find the music of Out of Order?
Okay, you can find us if you go to www.outofordercanada.com, or you can find us anywhere on Spotify, any major streaming site. You can go to Randali Records out of Germany, and you can pick up copies of our last two albums through Randali Records, or you can just contact the band via Facebook, Out of Order Canada, and we can hook you up with music there.
Perfect. Really thank you for the interview, for your time, man, and it's been a pleasure, and we keep in touch, okay?
Oh, this was a blast. Thank you so much for having us.
Ok, thank you very much. Le estábamos agradeciendo por su tiempo, por haberse levantado temprano. Es una banda que tiene como 20 años de experiencia y la verdad es súper interesante. Escúchenla. Nos explicó un poco cómo es todo esto de la música hoy, cómo es la movida en Montreal, que parece que es súper fuerte. Yo no pensé que el metal y el punk era tan fuerte en Montreal, ahí en Canadá, y que las bandas no salen mucho. Por eso tampoco se escucha tanto punk rock de Canadá afuera y ahora me imagino, ya sé por qué, ya sabemos por qué. Así que bueno, it's been a pleasure and we keep in touch, Scott. Thank you very much.
For sure. Hope to talk to you soon.
Okay, bye. Vamos a escuchar un tema, Manu, ¿qué te parece?
Mandale gas.
Dale.
Bye.